A previous video described how to get to and get around the Google Drive for the association. In this video, I'll show how to create documents and folders within the Drive and how to upload existing documents from your computer. I'm going to split my screen between the Google Drive and the File Manager on my PC for convenience. I already have these windows active, full screen size, so I'll resize them so they're side by side. First the Google Drive, and then my File Manager. And so in the right window, we have the Google Drive that we finished with in the previous video. And in the left window, my association files on my own computer. Now, one of the things I'd like to upload is the insurance files. Now, the insurance folder on the Google Drive, which I'm going to double click on now, is empty. So I'm going to upload that simply by going over to the insurance folder on my own PC, which has file folders. For 3 years I've dealt with insurance. I'm going to select them all, click, control click, and simply drag them across. Now, there's a bunch of files to load. This is going to take a while. I'm going to pause the video and let them upload. I'll be back when they're done. Okay, we're back. The upload is done. So I'm going to close that window with the upload progress. And just for example, I can go and look inside the 2021 folder, and there are bunches of invoices, policy endorsements, receipts, all associated with our liability insurance. Now I'm going to go back up to the top level, and this time I'm going to move over everything involving Incorporation. And this is a much larger folder, so I'm going to pause the video again. I'm just going to go over to the left window, select the Incorporation folder, and drag it over to the Drive window. And now I'm going to pause the video while that gets done. Okay, we are back from uploading the Incorporation files. That took about 4 minutes. Let me get rid of the upload status window. And let's look inside the Incorporation folder, in which you can see subfolders for each of 3 years. That is how long I've been dealing with the subject. Inside the Incorporation folder for 2021, where most of the work was done, there are a couple of folders I don't want to keep around on the common computer. For example, images of the signatures of all the directors. I don't want that to be up in the cloud, so I'm going to take care of that. And Shelley Abbott is a tax professional I consulted, and I had a lot of files going back and forth between her and me. There's no reason to keep them on the common store, the Google Drive, indefinitely. So I'm going to right click and go down to remove and get rid of those folders. Now where'd those go? They are in the trash folder. Now the trash folder stays around for 30 days. I don't want it taking up any space at all on the Google Drive, so I'm going to empty the trash forever right now. And I get a confirmation dialog. That's gone. The last thing I want to do with files is to use this new button to load just a single file, which I'll search around for. So first I'm going to go back to the top of the file hierarchy by selecting My Drive from that left column. And I'm going to select New, Add New. And what I want to do is upload a file. I select File Upload, and I get a file selection dialog, and conveniently it's already navigated to my MMNA directory on my computer, And conveniently, the file I want to upload has to do with contribution history. So I'm going to select that and open it, and it gets stuck in the at the top level. That's not where I want it. So I'm going to move it to where I want it. It has something to do with contributions. So that's within finances. So I'm going to right-click the contribution history file and say I want to move this. And where do I want to move it to? Well, within finances. So I double-click that, and there's more subfolders within finances. It has to do with contributions. So I'm going to double-click contributions, and that's where I want it. It has been moved. So having done that, let's take a look at that that file. Click on finances, click on contributions, and I want to open this up. I've discovered early that this being there being multiple ways of opening this spreadsheet, I have to tell it how to open it. So I'm going to right click, and it's going to say open with what? And I'm going to ask it to open with Google Sheets, which is Google's built-in spreadsheet program. So I open that, takes a moment. And here is some contribution history for the last 7 years in terms of mean contribution, median contribution, number of contributors, number of individual contributions made by those contributors, and a graph showing it. And when I'm done with looking at this file, which is now in the cloud, I can just close the tab on my browser. Okay. In the next video, I'll survey some of the other features available in Google Drive.